Okay, we are back, and you can see our dough has risen a little bit in the basket. It's been about 45 minutes. And now we're going to take a piece of parchment paper. We're going to cut it to a circle, okay? And we're going to spray it. I've already pre-sprayed it. This is my favorite product for pan spray. The best. Give it your Cisco rep. Got to have this one. Blue can, not red can. Blue can, the best one. All right. Then we're going to take it and we're going to flip, and we're going to ever so gently open this up, okay? So now that we've opened it up, this is a cast iron pot. It has been in the oven now for that whole 45 minutes, heating up. 425 convection is where we want to be. So we need this hot so we get that oven spring. We kind of need to work quickly, so I'm going to take this, and it goes right in here, like so. And then we are going to take our knife, and we're going to do a little bit of scoring, okay? You can get really fun with this and do all kinds of things. I'm going to show you just simple. So we're going to cut this. Nice cut. So basically, this is going to poof and break. We're controlling that break is what we're doing. All right. So we're going to make just a few different cuts. And I like to kind of go a little rustic with it. Make just a few cuts. And then all you need to do is sprinkle with a little bit of water. Just sprinkle lightly. And put the lid on. Bam. It goes in the oven. So, how long in the oven? Again, 35 minutes. 425 degrees convection. And then after the 45 minutes, we take the lid off. After that lid comes off, we will cook it for another 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how crispy you want it, how dark you want it, and also, basically how firm you want it, okay? And how big that loaf is. If it's a bigger loaf, you might want to go a little bit longer, okay? But anyway, you're going to see this after 35 minutes. All right, here's another one. We're going to do a smaller loaf, okay? And so, I thought, hey, would you like to see how it comes out if you don't have that cast iron pot? You can take a can, spray with a little spray. Take that paper again. I'm going to take this smaller loaf. Now, what's going to happen with this smaller loaf is it's going to widen out, okay? But that's okay. It's just a different type of bread at that point, okay? So we're going to flip this over. Open this up. Set this in here. We can do some cuts on it. Right. You could also use a scissor if you wanted to. There's a lot of cute designs you can do as well. All right, same concept. We're going to drizzle with some water. I really like rustic look. Bam, in the oven. We're going to do this one open. You'll see the difference. Okay, it has been about 35 minutes, and I wanted to show you guys what's going on here. So this is the one that we left open and not covered up, so it's a little bit harder. This thing is going to be ready in probably about 5 minutes, okay? So it's going to cook a little faster when it does not have the lid on it, and is that's also a little smaller lid, or loaf rather. And this is the oven spring I was talking about. So this is our loaf after 35 minutes. The steam has kind of come up, and it's pushed this loaf up, looking really pretty. Now we're just going to finish this one off. This one's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. And so we're going to cook that the rest of the way, and then we'll show you the final product. Okay, we are back. And we have fully baked our bread, our sourdough bread. And so if you remember, we heated up our pans in the oven for a good 45 minutes while this proofed in the basket, okay? We covered this one in the cast iron pot, and we let it go for 35 minutes, and we took off the lid, okay? This one we baked just open. So I kind of wanted you to see, the difference between the two. This is a smaller loaf, kind of let it just open, has a real nice rustic look. I think they both came out really pretty. They smell really good, I'll tell you that, okay? So let's cut into some so you can kind of see what's going on here. So I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? But this is kind of what the inside looks like, all right? Beautiful, beautiful bread. You can see those, you know, doing those twists and folds produces these nice, pretty pockets. And, you know, in a sourdough bread, you're looking for those little pockets in there. Just, wow. Awesome, beautiful stuff, okay? This is the best part, by the way, right here. That is my favorite part. Butter, little truffle powder. Talk to your Cisco rep. We have some great truffle powder that is just amazing. Then we have this big boy right here. This sucker is awesome. Super, super pretty. This is exactly what we are looking for. It's got the little break in there. It still has that little bit of flour on the outside. Nice rustic look. But I'm going to cut into this just a little bit and also show you what the inside of this looks like. We have some nice peaks. See, it has a spongy thing going on, okay? And it's still very hot. And honestly, we probably could have let it cool down a little bit. But I like it hot, too. It's actually really good. So what you're going to see here is kind of a spongy thing. You have some really good sour notes going on. And that comes from a well-developed starter. Will you see these guys right here, these little tunnels and peaks and things? You will not see that right away until your starter gets really, really healthy and gets really, really going. So my starter happens to be almost a year old, and so it has developed a lot of strength, and it's a really happy colony of yeast, okay? So it takes time. Practice makes perfect. You have to feed your sourdough once a week, okay? Remember, you're taking that sourdough starter and you're pouring off some of it, right? Because you're only using 60 milliliters of it and you're pouring off the rest, okay? You pour off that rest, you can take that and start another one. So you have a couple jars. You get a couple jars going, and then you'll have enough to make your dough. What you're pouring off is what's going into this recipe, and you can see beautiful results, okay? So happy sourdough making. I hope this helps. I have a lot of friends that have been asking me about it and doing it, how to make sourdough at home, and they have a lot of questions and they make a few mistakes here and there. Clean water, got to have the right flour. But once you do that, it's on, okay? It's on. Look for links in the descriptions for products for you guys at home so you can find the right products to use. All my Cisco people, talk to your Cisco sales rep. We definitely have the products for you that will help you do something like this if you want to get involved in doing some rustic, beautiful sourdough bread from scratch. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, let's eat some of this stuff. What do you think?
It looks delicious.
Awesome. So, what's your favorite to put on top?
Butter, truffle, salt.
Butter,
Those are
truffle,
the
salt.
best things to put on it.
Nice, nice. Well, we're going to go with just butter right now. So, let me ask you, what is your favorite part of this type of bread?
The taste and the sour.
Taste and the sour.
I feel like the sour's a bit makes it really good.
Do you like super sour, or do you like it kind of medium sour?
Good medium.
Good medium?
I don't like like super sour, like candy sour.
I gotcha.
I love it just good normal sour.
Mm-hmm. Do we use margarine in this house?
No, I've never heard you ever.
You don't even know what margarine is, do you?
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure you've never. I am very sure you've never used it. I've watched you make this like thousands of times.
Yes. So no, we don't use butter. He doesn't even know what margarine is. We only use butter. So anyway, wish you guys the greatest luck with making this. And if you have questions, please let me know. Happy to help. One of our favorites at home, sourdough bread from scratch. It's pretty. Makes
Delicious.
a great gift for people.
Very
and
delicious.
you can definitely sell this also. So enjoy. Let me know. Send some pictures of your finished product. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
You can buy it too from us if you want.
You might be able to talk me into that.
Yeah.
Only for special people, though, right?
Yeah, maybe special people though.
All right. Because it is a lot of work, right?
It's tons.
Is it worth it though?
Yes, it tastes absolutely delicious, and I love it.
You sure you don't want just white bread? Sandwich white bread that you can squish like this?
No, just
No, you'd rather have
I like the
rather have real bread?
Hard. I like it
Little crunch.
hard, little crunch. That has literally no crunch and store bought with all artificial stuff. And this total scratch, absolutely delicious. Way better than store stuff.
Do you think you can make it?
I've seen you 1,000 times do it. Yeah,
Have you
I
helped
think
make it?
I just said I helped you 1,000 times.
Do you know how to feed sourdough starter? Yeah. So it's easy, and you know it's a fun project for the whole family. Anyway, send your pictures. See how your sourdough turns out, and if you have any questions or stumbles along the way, thank you.